Hey everyone, I'm John, this is Midnight Paint and Body, and this video is going to be part 3 of the revival of this 1966 Corvair Corsa Turbo 4-speed convertible. So I'm going to start this video with getting this back panel painted up. Now, one of the things the customer really wanted done on this car when he had it painted 20 years ago before he parked it, the guy that painted the back panel this kind of dark gray, where they're this era of GM cars, they have kind of a matte silver. I've done these before, and I'm going to let you guys in on my secret formula of what I do on these to kind of match how they looked from the factory. So I'll get this masked up and then we'll move on to that. Okay, so the back panel's all prepped. I've washed it down with some wax and grease remover. So now I'm going to let you in on my big secret. You ready for this? Duplicolor silver and Krylon satin clear coat. So, done these before. It seems to work really well. It matches what they should look like from the factory. So, let's just see how this turns out. So, a couple coats of silver paint on there. Had a heat lamp on it for about 10 minutes just to make sure it's dry. Doesn't take much with spray cans, they dry quick. So, put some of the satin clear on there. Alright, here's your second coat of satin clear on there. So, I think that's going to be good. I'm going to go break for a coffee. When I come back, we'll have another look at it. And then I think we'll be ready to move on to whatever we're going to do next on this car. Alright, so there it is. She's all cured up. Get you guys in for a closer look. So that satin finish aerosol clear coat actually works really well. I think it really gives the same sheen as what these had from the factory. So I think the next step, just because I've got the car up on jack stands a little bit, gives me a little more room, I'm going to see if we can install this panel. Now I did make sure it fit the hole, but I've never, the car came to me without one, and this one was like super damaged. But yeah, looks to me like 4 screws up there. Just need to go straight up with the screwdriver up through there, so it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, I'm sure. But yeah, I'll find some screws and see if we can get this thing installed. soften on this old paint. Just, you know, my usual disclaimer, I am no expert at this. I can make stuff shiny, but there's detail guys out there that are, you know, really good at this stuff. I'm just going to try and bring this back the best we can. So I just kind of figured I'd set up the camera. We can sort of see what kind of transformation we get. Alright, I think we can make that look half decent. You can see it came up pretty good. You know, the finish is super textured, and there's lots of little chunks of dirt and dust in the paint, but that's okay. We'll put that shine on the whole car, and this old girl will look pretty good. So I'm just going to carry on with some more polishing. I'll stick that fuel door back on. I actually took that off to take down to my paint supplier to match a color to. Yeah, I'm going to carry on with polishing. Just see how this goes. Good morning, everyone. It's actually Monday morning again. Thought we would get back on the little Corvair. I think I'm going to start putting some chrome on her today. I think I'm going to start with these brand new wheel opening moldings, which is pretty cool that we're still able to get this stuff. So on Friday I finished up just doing a quick cut polish on it. So it looks pretty good. And it still needs a good wipe down and detail, but yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to get some chrome on her. And just in case you've ever wondered what the world's nicest 85 Tempo looks like, it's actually my son's car. We bought that last year, and I did a quick redo on it. So that's his first 16-year-old first ride, so it's pretty cool. I never thought I'd say an 85 Tempo was cool, but that's a pretty neat car. I picked up some era correct 14-inch saw blades for it, so by spring I'm going to get some new tires and get those mounted on there. I think it's going to look pretty neat. And yeah, it's Monday, so actually not often you see all my own junk in here, but Been working on my car, starting to get her ready for spring because spring is coming sometime. Although here in BC, it's felt like spring. Man, the last couple of weeks of February have been full on like melting, which is really unusual here. It's been really warm. But today, -20. So it's miserable out there, which is actually why I left everything in. I didn't feel like opening all the doors this morning. But anyway, back to the Corvair. Right, let's see how well this aftermarket aluminum trim fits. Oh. Might actually line up with the factory holes. So with any of this aftermarket stuff, it's really soft. It's not like the factory stainless trim. I've run into this a lot with, you know, drip rail moldings, lots of different pieces. You got to be pretty careful with them because they can bend and dent really easily. Alright, well there's one on. You know, they're not perfect, but they're not terrible. Definitely better than the old crummy ones that I took off, so. There's a little bit of a look at the flat, air-cooled 6-cylinder engine. Standard transmission. Wish I had a hoist. To be neat to get under there and see all the linkages going up to the shifter. Anyway, carry on. there she is, everyone. Not a real big job, but pretty good transformation of this old girl. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put the factory wheel covers on. They don't fit these wheels. I guess that's probably why they weren't on there. So I'm assuming this car must have came with 13-inch tires originally. Those are 14s and the hubcaps do not fit. So that tail panel looks way better than it did with that crummy looking dark gray that was on it. And has an engine cover now, or a engine grill, which it didn't have before. Some new chrome. Well, the finish on that old paint isn't very nice, but it came up a lot shinier than I was expecting, so that's definitely a win. Yeah, there she is. It's an all original interior, and it's could use a carpet, she's a little sun faded, but man, she's pretty good. Top was new 20 years ago when the car was painted. Alright, so there it is. As always, everybody, thanks so much for watching the videos. I hope you enjoyed these ones. Pretty neat when we can see such an oddball car, something we don't see every day. It's pretty cool for me to get to be able to work on it. So, if you can, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. Leave me a comment of anything you like, don't like, would like to see in the future. And I do hope to see you on the next video.